On June 17, 2026, a police raid in the Balaudi village of Bihar ended with a young man surrounded by an armed special task force. Instead of reaching for a weapon, the suspect pulled out his phone and started a Facebook livestream. On camera, he stated clearly, "I am no criminal." He then threw a pistol onto the ground in front of the officers, raising his hands in a documented act of surrender. Moments after that live broadcast ended, police opened fire. He was shot 5 times and died on the spot. By hitting Go Live, TIWARI ensured his final moments were cached on remote servers, creating a digital record that stayed accessible even after his phone was destroyed. The initial police report offered a standard justification. Officials claimed they arrived to seize illegal weapons. The suspect opened fire, and they shot back in self-defense. This timeline contrasts the official police FIR against raw digital data from the Facebook livestream. Look at the overlap. Police claim an active shootout was happening here, but the timestamp proved the suspect had already discarded his weapon and was unarmed. This direct contradiction between a signed police report and raw digital timestamps turned a local encounter into a debate over whose version of the truth survives. The victim was 28-year-old Bharat TIWARI, a BSc graduate without a criminal record. He was known locally as a social media activist. His online platforms were used to document the struggles of local flood victims and expose administrative corruption in Bihar. Because of this activism, TIWARI already had a digital audience. When news of his death broke, it reached a community that was already watching his work. Exactly 1 month later, on July 17th, the outrage moved from a Bihar village directly to the center of the nation's capital at Jantar Mantar. Thousands from Bihar, UP, and Haryana converged under the Krantivir bharattiwari Sangharsh Morcha banner, creating a volatile standoff with Delhi police. The protesters delivered a petition to the president's office with signatures from across the region. They are demanding a CBI probe and the immediate jailing of the officers involved. Beyond the arrests, they are asking for 1 crore rupees in compensation for the family, a government job for a relative, and a memorial built in TIWARI's village. TIWARI's mother, Asha Devi, issued a strict 30-day ultimatum from the protest site. If the demands aren't met, she has pledged to begin an indefinite hunger strike. The movement now functions as a structured political pressure campaign, holding the center of the capital in a state of protest until the specific officers involved are jailed. The public pressure eventually fractured the political consensus. Allied leaders confronted the ruling government in Bihar, openly questioning the police's actions and labeling the encounter a murder. In response, the local DSP and SHO were suspended, and murder charges were filed against the police officers involved. The state also established a judicial commission, led by retired Judge Vinod Kumar Sinha. The commission is now taking testimonies from the STF Jawans and TIWARI's family. The legal battle reached the highest court in the country. A petition was filed at the Supreme Court demanding a broader investigation. However, the Supreme Court instructed the petitioners to seek relief through the Patna High Court, moving the legal fight back to the state level. The existence of the smartphone video forced the government and the judiciary to move past the standard legal protections usually granted to police officers. The death of Bharat TIWARI marks a shift in how civil rights are defended. A citizen with a live streaming smartphone can now dismantle an institutional account before it is finalized on paper, but the final outcome remains uncertain. TIWARI's family is still waiting to see if digital proof will actually lead to a conviction in a court of law. In an environment where the system often leans toward concealment, a citizen's most effective defense mechanism is the camera in their pocket.